Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode 34 of the Hrudai Chetan Show podcast. In this inspiring episode, we welcome Dharshani Sivakumar, ma'am, a passionate transformative trainer, coach, and the founder of DS Image Consulting. Dharshini ma'am is dedicated to empowering individuals through self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and impactful communication. With her expertise in soft skills, personal branding, and behavioral transformation, she has been a guiding force for professionals, entrepreneurs to evaluate their presence, purpose, and performance. Get ready for a conversation filled with practical wisdom, transformative insights, and stories that will help you to see yourself in the next stage and your potential in a whole new light. Let's put our hands and welcome on the screen Miss Darshini ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Hi, welcome to this episode.
thank you.
Yeah, how are you feeling today?
Feeling great. And I was excited for this episode. Yes,
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for being a guest
you.
on the Hrudai Chetan Show podcast. So let's begin our conversation today and
Sure,
inspire our audience. The wonderful
sure.
life lessons. So, what's your earliest memory that shaped who you are today?
Okay. As a kid or as a child, I used to remember playing with microphones but no other toys. I
Wow,
think that is what shaped to what I am today. Yes.
wow. So, how were you as a child in your school days?
Okay. Very quiet, introvert, timid, lot of adjectives. Yes. But I feel that all as those has changed a lot in today's time because with experiences, with the kind of people who you meet, whom you interact, all that things matters. Yes.
Yes, and now I think it is opposite to everything that you were as a child.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Were you an introvert? You were an introvert, and what made you to become an extrovert now?
I would not say completely an extrovert, but still I like that introvertedness which I have in me. But then I realized that I had the skill of becoming a speaker and or rather a better leader. I used to like to be on stage and be on the spotlight.
Hmm.
Basically, why I like to give that positive impact to people because I believe the energy what you give out is what you get back.
Right.
So, yes, I still like that introvertedness, but changing someone's life and seeing that change and seeing that person transformed is more than a paycheck moment for me every time.
Right. Beautiful. Were you carrying the same old passion that you wanted to be in the spotlight and also transform lives?
Yes, because for me, becoming a TEDx speaker started when I'm in my ninth grade. And yes,
Mhm.
last year I achieved to becoming a TEDx speaker.
Wow.
Now today I proudly can tell myself as a TEDx speaker. Yes.
Wow. Amazing. Who was your biggest inspiration growing up?
Actually, my inspiration first was my father who passed away last year and myself. Because until and unless you cannot inspire yourself, you cannot inspire anyone else in the world.
Yes.
So my biggest inspiration was my parents itself and my mentors, coaches also. Yes.
Did you always imagine yourself becoming a trainer, or was your dream something else?
I just had one thing in mind that if I have to do something, I need to give out a positive impact.
Mm.
I didn't know how to name the profession that time, but I realized that's a profession like that. And that's when I encountered becoming a trainer or a coach.
Mm. Right. What's a childhood lesson that still guides you now?
Being empathetic,
Mm,
or have giving that complete listening here to someone when they need it. But because today not many of them have that time to sit and listen, and that's when people go to professionals.
yeah.
But see, life childhood lessons, I would say, I still believe and I still tell myself that I learn out of experience.
Mm,
I do people watch, how they grow, how they, live their life, being, guided with different values. But still, one thing what I would say is, my father taught me a beautiful lesson that
mm,
your behavior is your responsibility.
right.
So that is one thing I still carry and I still take forward that value with me.
Yeah. So if you have that behavior and the discipline, I think you can achieve anything and everything in this society.
And my coach told me one thing that, I agree with that, that never try to change others just for your sake.
Mm,
If you can change something within yourself, well and good. If not, you need to accept the person as it is, not to try to change them completely to your need.
right. Absolutely. Can you share the journey that led you to become a transformative trainer and a coach?
As I said, as a child, from the childhood days, I was playing with microphone, stage, spotlight, all that. Yes. And one thing was, I never gave up at any given point of time. And it was not an option or it was not a choice.
Mm, right. That's
I'm
more
like one person who was like, even if I don't know the work, I'll say I know the work. I jump into the work and then I learn.
right. So
So
that's more
yes,
important.
see, even if I tell myself a trainer or coach, I still keep myself upscaling, upgrading in every time because world is changing so fast, and you need to keep up to that pace of how world is changing. So with
Mm,
that being said, even today, once in a while, I keep update, doing certification programs, doing courses and other things. Yes, I do listen to podcasts. Sometimes podcasts, Josh talks, TED talks, different talks, podcasts. I keep listening. Actually, that's how I encountered your podcast with Danya ma'am.
ah,
So that inspired me. So if I think that small stories which we listen many a times inspire us in many ways, and many lessons you learn out of it. That is my source of entertainment more than movies. Yes.
wow. What inspired you to start DS Image Consulting and what's it all about?
Okay. See, there are two things why I started DS image consulting. There's a misconception that image consulting is about going to the salon or makeup,
Mm,
but actually it's not that. It's more than that. Makeup is just a last segment in in transformation.
mm,
Have you heard, Hriday, that people groom you with your dressing style first? No, they work on your mindset. There's a process to it, but your grooming comes at the end.
mm,
And see, DS Image Consulting is focusing on giving programs, giving out courses at more affordable cost, where anyone can afford it. Yes, down in next 1 year, I want to start my NGO where I give a lot of free, life skills, life courses for people who needs it. Because today there's no I think it's very rare to see a person who's dealing with the underprivileged segment. There's a lot of NGOs, but then I want to teach them that life skills where they can build up a life for their own when needed.
yes,
Yes. Because every individual has a talent, has a skill, and letting that world knows the idea about it. So yes, I'll be starting my NGO soon, and it's more of giving courses at affordable cost. But then, to build confidence, one way is to change the way you groom yourself.
Right. All the very best and
Thank you.
all the luck. Was there a turning point in your life where you realized this was your calling?
When I got my first paid client through an Instagram live.
Right.
Actually, I discovered a program, or rather, I got someone came and told me that why don't you learn NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, being a trainer and a coach. I was thinking what transformation that is going to bring.
Mm,
Actually, if standing to where I'm at today, that is that are the three magical letters, or that are the three magical words which transform me. And that's when I realize my true potential, or to what extent what I can do. And I
mm,
used to get repeat clients. I still get repeat clients. See, every training session, every coaching session is a journey. It's not a destination. At every step, at every point of time, I guide everyone, whoever is under me.
mm.
But then seeing that transformation itself is a journey to, cherish the moments for.
Right. Wow. What type of trainings or coaching do you provide?
See, when it comes to trainings, it's more of what the client needs. Right now, if you look at my trainings, it's mostly towards colleges. When I talk about corporates, it was mainly hospitals.
Mm,
That's the trainings which I'm doing. But when it comes to coaching, it depends on what issue the client comes to me for. It
mm,
can be low confidence, it can be low self esteem. Sometimes, what I do, I start with coaching and finish with image consulting,
mm,
so that it is a complete process. Or
mm,
certain times, people say, I don't know. I feel this is a dead end of the road. I don't know what to do next. Then there I give them more of life coaching, or give them that blueprint as to what you can do. So coaching, it depends mainly of to what problem the client comes with. Because see, coaching is more of asking that powerful questions, more of you letting the client itself come to and clarity. Because it's not like consulting where you give, because it may work, it may not work for the client. So it's better to give them that framework and let them decide what needs to be done.
yes. So can you share a success story?
Success story. I think, yes, I had a client who came to me with a lot of inconsistency issues and everything. And today she was, a couple of days back, she called me and said, thank you for guiding me at the every step. And today she's in a verge of becoming a trainer by herself.
Wow.
Plus, I had one client who came to me that, I'm not feeling respected. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling seen at the workplace. What I did, I just did a tweak on her grooming standards. I think she got if I still remember, she got a better job from where she was. Yes,
Wow.
there's a lot of success stories she can say.
Yeah. Wow. How do you define self-awareness in today's fast-paced world?
Okay. See, today people think it's only your IQ for success, but it's not only your IQ, your EQ also matters. See, as human beings, we all have emotions, but how do we navigate them? How do we, manage through them? Or how do we settle down with when, emotions are at its peak?
Mm,
Today, because of that, see, a lot of relationships is getting spoiled in many places because of you reacting. But why not we start responding? The only one hack what I would tell for anyone who's listening to this now or later is give that pause, Then if both the parties are at peak of its emotion, don't have that discussion back then. Have it after a couple of hours or have it the next day, so that it doesn't goes for a reaction but it goes for a response where you don't damage your relationship.
Right. Why do you think emotional intelligence is becoming more important than technical skills?
See, today I will tell you very simple example. Today, a lot of them are working in IT, corporate, and big organizations.
Mhm.
Unfortunately or fortunately, many of them still don't know how to separate home front emotions and work front emotions. And they come and burst at one point. It's basically a pressure cooker theory. You start piling up, at one point you come and you break everything there.
Mm.
Isn't it? Many a times. See, it's not the mistake, I would say. Many a times we are not knowing to navigate ourselves through these emotions. Okay. Do have you heard that someone coming and telling you that you can get over grief? No, you can handle or you can manage grief. But they'll not tell you that you can get over the grief. But with time and space, then you to a certain extent you get over. But from where does any emotion arise? It arises out of a situation or it arises out of a thought. Many people still have not realized that. Once they realize that, that self awareness is more than important, more than anything else.
Right.
Skill can get your job, competency can get your job. There are a lot of things that can get your job. But if you're not self aware, no matter how educated you are, no matter how highly qualified you are, you're not able to get into a job because you don't know what is your skill. You don't know
Mm.
what level of leadership skills you have or your EQ skills we have. Because for you, Hruday, you doing this podcast might have erased out of an idea, maybe a situation which brought you here, and you are doing so well.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that kind of self-awareness we need. Until we are not aware, or you should just follow. But again, you cannot get irritated just because your colleague is doing that. You are also doing that. You only took the choice. Now it's your choice to take it forward or not, or choose your own path.
Yes. Could you share a practical way for people to start improving their emotional intelligence today?
Okay. See, again, it depends on your intensity of your emotion.
Mhm.
See, I'm not saying negative emotions will not come. Negative emotions will come. But let it just pass through like a passing cloud in the sky. Don't get attached to it. Okay? But you can reflect it later. But never take decisions when you're on your emotionally high peak of it. Especially when if you talk about anger management. Many of them are very verbal when they start talking when they're in their anger. But at the end of the day, do you think do you should be thinking whether it's gonna help you or is it gonna damage your relationship? That we need to be aware of. But see, on a slopey road, when you're driving down a cycle, in the beginning, if you control your speed, you'll be able to control. If not, it'll end in crash. So similar manner, if you feel your emotions are intense, then you need to give an intense, say, either a workout or do something different activity or going for a 45 minutes brisk walk. It can instantly give that break. But if you're working and if you are into business or entrepreneurship or in different segments, then when you feel a negative emotion is hitting you, give yourself a 2 3 minutes ka pause and then take it from there. Or if needed, you can do go back to the reflection later. But yes, it's important.
How can you
Couple
define?
ways is identify your emotion, and depending upon the intensity of the emotion, you choose an activity which can give you a break. Sometimes for many of them, it will be having a strong coffee. Might be. So it will depend. It will depend. For you, might be the saturation point will be different.
Yeah.
Or so for some people, it'll be going and sitting alone in a room might help.
Yeah.
So it depends with people, and because emotions, people will have different, levels of handling that, or tolerance level will be different. So it will differ from person to person.
Yeah. See your sweet spot and spend your
Ah,
time there, and you will relax your mind.
yes.
So, how can you differentiate between passion versus skills? Passion versus academics.
Okay. Yeah, again, skills and passion. Okay, basically, skills, or if you take up your academics, you're just educating yourself in that. How will you know it is your passion? Either it should not let you sleep. If you're not passionate, you will continue sleeping. See, there are days where I myself have sustained myself throughout the day, even with 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep. That is passion. But again, it depends on if the work needs commitment, then you sit up. If not, yes, sleep and health is the priority. But if your work needs commitment, how much ever it is, you'll do the work.
Mm.
See, I have handled almost 9 hours of training in a day, but
Mm.
I've never felt it. I have felt exhausted, but it was not that exhaustion where you cannot do anything else for the next 2 3 days. But I still did. I'll tell you, first offline project, I went to a city in Tamil Nadu till 5, no, till 4:30 I had that project. Again at 6, I had an online training happening for 2 hours after the whole day of training. So that never gave me exhaustion, but that was passion which was getting me there.
Yeah.
But yes, I still delivered the training with the same energy.
Yeah, that's more important. Even if you're tired or something, if you're passionate about, you will not get tired or be
True,
not interested in that.
true, true, true.
So many professionals struggle to build their personal brand. What are the first three steps you recommend?
First, you should be clear with your goal has to for what you're starting something. If you're not clear with your goal, everything else will become a hurdle for you. Be clear with your goal. Who is your target audience? What is the value system you want to bring in your organization? Are you see there are a couple of checklists, or there are a couple of factors which you'll have to see.
Mm.
Is it something which audience want, or is it something which your city wants it? It's basically finding your ikigai there.
Mm.
So it's your passion, it's your profession, it's your career, plus you're giving the what the society wants. See, I run in a value system of giving that empathetic care, but still at the same time telling that truth, or giving them that reality in a very, you know, in a very subtle manner. See, if I come and tell you something straight away, blunt on your face, you might feel little scared, nervous, anxious. You might go through a different mixed emotions, but instead telling them, okay, this is what the outcome is gonna be. Instead of reacting, you start responding, giving them the time to start accepting. Because acceptance is one value which anyone needs, which many of us don't. And that goes to denial, and that denial goes to anger.
Yeah.
So, see, at the end of the day, be very clear as to what you want.
If
But
you,
i- if it is not suiting to what you want, never change your goal. Change your method of doing things.
yes,
But many of them, what happens, they change the goal completely. They
yeah,
may not even dive deeper. But before that itself, they change their goal. But don't do that.
then you will lose your passion.
Exactly. True. True.
How can someone authentically show their personality without fearing judgment?
Thank you. Wonderful questions today you have brought up. See, there are two things here. One, you should know what you're going to talk about or what point you want to put forth so that you can have that assertive communication. If not, if you're into people pleasing, see, one reality is you cannot make everyone happy. And there's no perfectionism here. And yet, communication is a skill which I still practice. So, what I would say is, until if you're not sure with something, I keep telling this to in every training session that never feel scared to ask for help. Whoever is listening to this now or later, if you need any guidance in any manner, you can feel free to reach me out, on the handle of DS underscore image consulting. Or even if you just search for DS image consulting, you'll find me, or you can search with my name, Dharshani Sivakumar, on LinkedIn. See, there's always a way out. But then, if you're not clear, if you're feeling scared to talk with your people in your proximity, then you can reach out to people like us who's into coaching or someone, or do your own research work, get your work done, and then come back to a professional who can guide you. Tell them, this is what I have figured out, this is what I feel, and what is your feedback on this? Or, but haven't you be confident in what you tell to the other person. That so that they know you're very assertive, plus you're confident and you know that what you're talking about. If you're not unsure with what you're talking about, then it's difficult. People will start doubting your capacity or ability and everything.
Yeah. So, can anyone build their own brand? Is it easy?
If you ask me, it is easy. No. Is it difficult? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. But give yourself somewhere around to 1 to 2 years of your time, and it will put you forward 3 to 5 years ahead for you. But as I said, evaluation should not stop. Your research work should not stop. Your understanding should be pakka so that you can take it forward from there. But yes, you can build your brand. Hriday, you are itself building your brand. If you can, why not? No one else can build. Anyone can build. But yes, again, as you rightly said, it's about passion and what you want to do.
If you have that sense of creating and also
Yes,
the
yes,
passion, then it
yes.
is easy.
Possible. Yes,
What's the
definitely.
big
No doubt.
what's the biggest mistake people make when trying to create a strong presence?
One biggest mistake is they hurry up.
Mm,
They hurry up so that they can build it.
yes.
See, people can forget what you say, what you speak, and everything, but they can never forget how you made them feel. So if your why is strong, you can build it up. But then don't hurry up the process because nature is not in a hurry process. See, if you see a fruit or a flower is the last thing to bloom in a plant, and you cannot expect that to bloom first and you plant your seed. No, it doesn't work like that. So pace yourself out. This is my
Changes
understanding, but it'll change again.
change is hard for most people. What's the mindset shift needed to make a transformation stick?
As I said earlier, give yourself the time and space to adjust, adapt. If you want to restart, refocus, then do as much as ever you want, you can.
Mm,
But again, it will take some time and you need to give yourself the space and the time. I'll tell you one personal thing here. Uh, when my father passed away, okay, uh, it took me some time to come into acceptance. Even in certain days, I can't still accept. But am I losing hope? No. But I'm giving myself the space and the time to adapt. But again, never forget your learnings, which or your value system, which your roots have got you. See, parents can guide you in every step. To a certain extent, they've given you the basics. Now you need to develop from, you know, experience, falling down. But falling down again happens, but getting up or sitting there is a choice.
mm.
And but I chose to get up every time I fall. Yes, I still do that.
How can someone deal with setbacks when trying to improve themselves?
How to deal with setbacks?
Yes.
Okay, see, it's it's called reframing in NLP terms,
Mm,
which we call it as, say, for example, a student fails in a subject in school.
mm,
Instead of scolding them or instead of making them feel insecure, okay, now you have attempted the exam. Now you know where you made your mistake. Let's go back, relearn that, and prepare ourselves better for the next exam. It's just a simple mindset shift from feeling guilty or feeling scared to okay, I've given my best. Okay, in certain places I've lost my marks, but that's not gonna define my life.
yeah,
Give yourself the time, you have the time, prepare yourself better. You can show up very well in next exam. But don't make the same mistake again. Prepare yourself.
yeah. And also we need to understand that no past cannot be changed.
Exactly.
Your future can be changed, rewritten, but your past cannot be so. You just need to
True.
move out with
True.
life as it is.
True. Exactly. True.
When you were a teenager, did you know what you wanted to do in life?
Yes. That's what I'm telling you. Know my becoming a trainer, becoming a coach started in when I was in my eighth or in my ninth grade. So I was
Mm,
very clear from back then. So yes, I was as a teenager. Yes, I was more focused that ways.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. This generation, teenagers are confused. How can they find out their passion?
Okay. See, today many of the students, children, or teenagers are from different age groups. They're just scared to explore.
Mm,
See, there's only one way to break your fear, to face your fear. See, I think many of today's generation, they can do bungee jumping, but they can't do anything else. When do you jump on when you're doing your bungee jumping? When do you jump off the cliff or off that water where you are standing? You jump in that edge of the moment of your fear, right? If
mm,
you don't jump, then you'll never jump off your life. So, it's in similar fashion, see, don't think of the outcome or don't think of the result, what is going to give you. But every situation, every opportunity which knocks your door is an experience to learn something or find out what you want. Because today, opportunities, all the choices is it's endless. There's so much. And internships is another best way to understand what you like to do. Touchwood, I never had that kind of this thing to do an internship to find what my skill sets are, but still, you have a lot of other opportunities. But I would say every opportunity leads to another opportunity. So never miss out one what you get in your hand.
yes. And also, if you fail in that opportunity, you will get many opportunities. There is a connection between one opportunity to another, as you said. Yeah, so it's okay if you fail.
Yes.
Again, you will get up. And
Yes.
let me tell you one thing, when you fell down as a child, in your childhood, you got up and you when no one helped you.
True.
Yeah. Yes.
See, sometimes I know I keep telling a lot of, when I talk with many parents or with different people, I will say, when a child falls, don't give them that attention. They themselves will get up.
Yes.
Don't mind it. That's how they learn.
Yeah. If you give them more attention, they will grab your attention and they will call you.
Exactly. True. True. Never give them that attention.
Yeah. Is it okay to fail at something even if I have worked hard for it?
Yes, it is okay because see, you know, it's okay to fail because I'll tell you, sometimes that failing is always a redirection to something better.
Mm.
So if things is not going in our way, it's working in a better way, but in life has its own way of getting it better. You tell me, no? Do you feel a planned trip is better or an unplanned vacation is better? I would
Um,
say many a times it's unplanned vacations takes you to the best of its best
yes.
memories which you can create. Yes, you need to do the basic planning, but don't over plan things.
Yeah. Whenever you overplan things, what will happen at the end moment? You forget whatever it is planned.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would say sometimes have that spontaneous, have that humor. It'll take you good.
Yeah. Planned things may fail, but unplanned things will become more pleasant and more happier.
True, true.
What's one thing you wish you knew at your age?
I wish I had the clarity which I'm having now in no little more earlier.
Hmm. Right. How
Yeah,
can
that's what one thing I always wish for.
how can we deal with pressure from parents or society? Children will say, parents, of course, yes, because they'll always tell me to study, study, study.
Okay. See, again, Hriday, you asked me before also, it's about your mindset. If you feel it's a pressure, it is a pressure. Or rather, if you take it as a guidance. See, I keep telling this that you are your best coach, you are your best critic, you are your best whatever it is. But then if you think it is a pressure, it is a pressure. But again, will come and tell you, people will come and tell you endless things. So will you believe any 15 to 20 people comes and tells you 10 different things?
Mm,
You will pick and choose what you want to believe. You'll not go believe each and everything what people come and tell you. If you do that, your life is doomed. But if you feel it's not, either you can give back a pleasant thing where saying that, thank you for your opinion or thank you for your feedback, I will consider it.
mm,
You can say that.
right. What's one daily habit you believe can dramatically improve performance?
For the other person. What might be wrong for you might be right for the other person. So give that, time and space. But then, you know, pressure is a mindset which we have built over time. It's actually not pressure. It is just that you have, took the meaning as pressure.
Yes.
See, without parents' guidance, do you think you'll be doing what you're doing right now? Take it as a feedback, take it as a suggestion, think over it. If you feel it's not working, leave it. You don't have to go inform that other person what you told that day is not working.
Mm,
Take it. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. So take it. It's okay. Again, it's very subjective. It differs from person to person. But what I will say is if you think parents and your well wishers is not a pressure at any given point of time.
yeah.
See, success is not something you achieve alone. You achieve because you have a lot of other people, maybe who's not coming in forefront, but then they're praying for you in the back.
mm,
And a couple of them are your teachers, your parents, your mentors, your coaches. But at the end of the day, it's your hard work, it's your consistency, or it's your discipline which is gonna get you there.
What's one daily habit you believe can dramatically improve performance?
Two things: gratitude and energy management. There's something called Pareto's principle. You might have heard of it. This is your 80-20 principle. First, understand which are the 20% of the activities which gives you that 80% of your results. And then work it from there. Or it's your time management or your energy management.
Mm,
There are certain things which drains your energy, but there are certain things which will boost your energy. See,
mm,
again, being in the sunlight in the morning or choosing your phone. Again, it's a choice.
yes.
But I can say, see, again, it will differ from person to person. But as far as I'm concerned, nothing, nothing compromising with my health, I will not go against. But yes, I don't pick up my phone for the first 3-4 hours in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing I make it a point. And me time, indulging yourself in something you love to do. That's another thing.
If you weren't a trainer and a coach, what would you be doing?
Being an artist or a baker, I still do. It's just a side hustle, but then I didn't want it to make it as a profession. But yes, artist majority
What's the
or
most
travel blogger. I don't know. Yes.
What's the most surprising or funny moment you have had while training someone?
Funny moment, surprising moment. When I had gone for 11 days training,
Mm,
then one student came and asked me, "Can I take a picture of you?" I said, "Yes, take. What big deal?" But surprising matter was that the person who took the picture, she replicated the same picture as a pencil drawing.
mhm.
Before I left, after I finished my training, before I left that place, she gifted me as a token of appreciation.
Wow,
That was a surprising moment.
wow. Now, how do you define your life and how is your life now?
How do I define my life is just take one step at a time. Just take one day at a time. Because you only have the second in your hand. And the rest of it's not even in your control, and you don't know what is going to even happen the next second.
Yes,
If you want to compliment someone, if you want to tell a gratitude to someone, do it then and there. Don't wait for a new year or don't wait for a birthday to come and to tell that. Say, sorry to say this, but then I'm still saying this. If you didn't get a chance to talk to that person, it's gonna leave a big regret or a guilt on your mind,
mm,
which is not easy to step out of. So if you want to tell something to someone, tell it then and there. Don't wait for a Saturday or don't wait for a Monday to come to tell that.
right. Beautiful. So now when we come to the end of this episode, let's move on to the rapid fire questions.
I love this round. Go ahead.
Let's do it. Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
Tea or coffee?
Tea, anytime.
One word that describes you best.
Empathy
Your go-to stress buster.
or
Mountains or beaches.
mountains.
Favorite childhood cartoon.
Favorite childhood cartoon? I would say Phoenix and Ferb and Chota Bean.
Oh, wow. Even I love Chota Bheem.
Great. Even I like Angry Birds. Yeah, there are a couple of them. Yes. Go ahead.
A habit that you can't start your day without.
Podcast and TED Talks. I can't. I need that every time in the morning or sometimes couple of times during the day. Yes.
If you could have lunch with any one person in the world, who would it be?
My parents.
One skill everyone should learn.
One skill everyone should learn. Handling your finances.
A quote you live by.
Where your attention goes, your energy flows.
Book that changes your perspective.
Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty.
Wow, amazing. Beautiful. Thank you so much, ma'am. This was
Thank
just
you. Thank you
amazing.
so much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, how did you find this episode, and what would you want to tell me and the audience who is watching?
First of all, to you, fantastic job you're doing. Looking forward more of your podcast episodes with more, inspiring with more people going forward. Second thing is, as I said earlier, it's always you versus you. You are your best coach, you are your best critic because we are very good in giving something to someone else as an advice or a suggestion, but we are not with ourselves. So, yes,
Yeah,
and just be yourself. You don't need to change anyone. You don't need to do anything for anyone else. Do it for yourself.
yeah. And then you are the one who's the happiest in the end of the day,
True,
yeah, not someone else.
true.
So, with this positive note, thank you so much for being a part
Thank
of
you so
this
much.
podcast. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hrudai.
thank you so much. So, thank you, audience, for being a part of this episode. Looking forward to have you in my next episode 35. So, till then, take care and goodbye.
Thank you, audience. Thank you, everyone.